So what's up guys, back with another video and KO Tech Face here. So yeah, we all know Google, the search company, and a few of you might know that Google actually makes phones, the Google Pixel phones that you know that work their camera magic. They're all about software, and also the Android software in Rama phone is a Siri iPhone specifically. So if you hear the word Google, a lot of you are thinking search, are thinking it's actually confusing, which is in Chikura. I was actually surprised because I thought Google only makes money from search, and it actually confused me. It's a company. So in the researching this video, I actually found out a lot. So I'm going to share that in this video. So let's get into it. So do you actually know that Google makes $208,000 every minute? Meaning that if you watch this entire video, that's $1 million going straight into Google's bank account. And yeah, that's a lot of money. And like I said, Google makes Android software, but that only accounts for 22% of its market share and revenue, and 12% is from the Pixel phones. Google. So an entire 66%, that's it, 66% comes from ads. And you might be thinking, my ads, how can my ads make money and stuff like that? But let me explain. So every time you get a Google search here and those results pop up, you might see that my ads are sometimes sprinkled across my search results or and since Google owns YouTube, you might see my ads in forms of my video. Every time you click a video, you are seeing those 30-second, 15-second ads. So just because those ads are sponsored, those companies are fighting for a spot meaning that every company, advertising company, approaches Google and so how does it actually work? Well, think of Google as an advertising company, right? And since Google is solidified as the king of the search engine, yakabita Yahoo, yakabita na DuckDuckGo, zvaifamba sei. And just because Google ndo the go-to yekusearcha kwedu, every business, every company, even my individual sellers need to find a way to advertise their products somewhere. And what do they go for? Obviously Google, because that's where the people are, that's what the people are using. So like I said, in pane video ndakatogadzira about how algorithms work, these app algorithms, and I highly recommend watching that video. I'll link it below in the description. And in that video I talked about the new gold standard nowadays, which is the attention economy. So companies and businesses are constantly bidding real money to secure their spots through ads and sponsored content in Google and YouTube. So every time you search for something, Google irikuwana mari pama searches or kuwana anenge ane ma-ads ema-companies anenge abhadhara mari kuti abude pa Google search result anenge wawanewo. And Google charges a lot of money for my advertisers to show my results through their app. And you might have guessed right if you thought Google YouTube it pays mabhadharo to a video ad, mabhadharo to my ads ngangori ma text zvakatosiyana. So Google actually makes a lot of money from YouTube as an app, just because YouTube surpassed this Netflix as the preferred streaming service in the world, video streaming service in the world. And that's where the people are, and that's where I thought to go better now to take. So please like and subscribe to this video and the channel to go a long way. So since Google owns YouTube, all these ads you see are paid for, and Google takes a percentage cut from every advertiser. So there are 3 pricing models in Oshandiso, which is cost per click, which is if someone clicks kwaya cost per thousand impressions or cost per 1000 views, which is mari iri kept pamaviews anenge awana ad yako, meaning kuti kana company yakaisa kuad yayo kuyoutube, every 1000 views dzokwana kwaad iyoyo imari iri kusplitwa between google necompany yacho inenge isa ad iyoyo. And cost per engagement, meaning kuti every action unotora uchiclicka paad kana kuskipa, that is money anokuenda kugoogle and the ads ma-ads companies anenge aisa ma-ads wayo. So for this to work, Google needs to know a lot about you, and they have to show you ma-targeted ads kuti inatsoziva kuti zvinhu zvino zviri relevant kwauri, and so that you interact more with the ads and Google makes more money. So that's their entire money making business model. So every time you hit search, in those little milliseconds, Google is using keywords which are used to know what you're looking for, and at the same time digging through their ads collection anenge apiwa nemabusiness ichinatsa kusota, ichinatsa kunoti izvi ndo zvingade kutsvagwa nemunhu ari kusearcha zvinhu zvakadai, so ndo zvingade kuonekwa nemunhu ari kutsvaga zvinhu zvakadai. So if you search for something tomboti like wasearcha for tomboti zvema TV wasearcha kuti what does OLED mean in TVs, just because wasearcha for a furniture item, Google inokuratidza ma-ads ane zvimwe zvinhu zvefurniture, because inenge yakuti ukutesa zvinhu zvema-appliances and inokurekomendera zvinhu zvefurniture, because inenge ichifunga kuti uda kushopa zvinhu zvefurniture sezvo uri kusearcha zvema-TV and stuff like that kuti utenge maiziva. So this model, in fact, Google search is actually falling apart, because sometimes if you have seen in the last few months, Google just because companies are bidding, companies are kubhadhara mari yakawandisa kuti abude pama-ads nema-sponsored content akukoshesa kudarika zvinhu zvaunenge uchitosearcha ma-results ako. Have you ever noticed kuti sometimes ukasearcha mazuva ano ukasearcha panobuda AI summary, of course that is Google AI and stuff like that, Gemini, but after that pane pakabuda zvinhu zvema-sponsored content, zvinhu zvausatombosearcha, zvinhu zvausatombo relevant kwauri. And I think that deserves another video, because the internet is falling apart as we know it. So that's the real deal behind Google's money making machine, and it's not magic, man. It's simply an auction that runs in milliseconds. Every time you search, click or watch and interact with those ma-ads anenge ari Google search, anenge ari YouTube, Google Maps, everything Google. Kana makazviona zvine ma-ads aya anenge achitongobhadharwa Google ichitora a percentage cut yemari inenge yabva pama-ads wayo. So my advertisers are just fighting for the viewers' eye, for the viewers' attention, and so it's that simple. Relevant ads targeted to the viewer is more attention, which is more money, which is more advertisement. So that's how Google makes money. It's as simple as that. If you thought this video was a good insight in this app, please consider subscribing to the channel, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.